Well everyone, you might be confused as to why I'm making this video right now. Wasn't the Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge dropped out of release for years ago? Well yeah, you're kind of right, and even on huge software OS updates, they stopped at Android 8. But these phones had security updates for a pretty long time, but now today, actually yesterday, was the last day that these phones got their official security updates from their manufacturers, which is kind of sad if you think about it. I mean, this was a phone that really tried to go and revamp the Samsung Galaxy S lineup after the Galaxy S6, and every time I would go on the Android subreddit, I would almost always see some type of thing where Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge are still getting security updates these many years later. And for 4 years later, I mean, this phone came out in 2016. For a phone that's still getting security updates 4 years later, that's still a pretty impressive feat, even from Samsung. Usually they get about 2 versions of software after. So I think the Samsung Galaxy S7 stopped getting software support at 2018. And then 2019 we got One UI, and then this year we got One UI 2. But these phones still got security updates every once in a while. I think almost every other month or so. I actually could be totally wrong about that. But the March 2020 security patch was the last patch for the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the Galaxy S7 Edge, which like I said is pretty crazy. Now hopefully with this ending of this specific phone, hopefully Samsung can go and kind of shift their software support lifecycle. As I've said before, I truly believe phones like the Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, and Note 8 could support a One UI 2. I mean, it's so easily. There's no performance difference between One UI and One UI 2. There's just a couple features added, but it would have increased the life of the phone by a substantial amount if they just increased that and just put One UI 2 on it. But with the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge, I think it could have easily handled One UI as well. I mean, there's no reason why these phones, the hardware is there, the performance is okay for the most part. I think it's good enough. And the fact that it was getting security updates, why not just go and support the phone another version? It doesn't make any sense. The 2 versions extra that it gets are just not worth it in my opinion. However, what I will tell you though is that with the Galaxy S7, I think it was still a pretty good hardware phone. So when you're holding it in your hands and everything, even the S7 Edge, something about these phones is just so future proof. Samsung did a really good job in the design of these things. Even though they had a lot of bezel at the top and the bottom, I still think it was a perfectly fine phone for a majority of people. Nowadays, because it is kind of outdated in software, and especially now that it's not even getting security updates anymore, I probably wouldn't recommend people to buy it per se, but if you do have the Exynos version, I would 100% recommend you to go and custom ROM your device. To root it, custom ROM it, it's really not that hard. I've literally spent all day yesterday trying to root and ROM all my Samsung Galaxy phones, so I can go and make a bunch of videos about those and how they perform on custom ROMs, especially now in 2020. With the Samsung Galaxy S7, I don't have the Exynos version, which kind of sucks, but I'm not really complaining about it too much. But that's really pretty much it, man. The Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge, 4 years later, they're officially done. And still to this day, I like them a lot. And actually, I think the Galaxy S7 was one of the first phones that I actually bought brand new from a store to review. This was probably back when this thing was released. I went to Walmart, I bought it, and I made videos about it, then I returned it. And I think this was the first phone that I did that to. Who knows, but I'll look back and figure that out. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys to check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out to love.